The Socceroos' upcoming friendly against Mexico stands as a really good opportunity for Graham Arnold to test his side against some quality opposition and as well prepare for the upcoming Asian Cup, which is just around the corner, January next year. My name's Lucky, this is Coastal Football, and let's have a look at how Australia could line up for this friendly match against Mexico. First of all, here's a look at the entire squad that has been named for the friendly. And of course, it should be said that a lot of these positions, I mean, there's a lot of players here who could rotate into various positions, especially in that midfield area, sort of those three midfield positions. We could see a lot of those players chopping and changing. Even some of those players could play out in wide positions as well. Great to see a couple debutants. I mean, Maynard Brewer has been added to the squad, as well as Cameron Burgess, who is playing some decent football at Ipswich Town in the English Championship. Samuel Silvera in the Socceroos squad for the first time ever as well. Of course, no Geordie Boss in the squad, so there's just one left back in Aziz Beige. I'm sure one of those central defenders could cover in that left back role if needed though. And just the two strikers named for this camp, Mitch Duke and Nick D'Agostino. It is a really exciting squad that I think Arnie has named for this friendly match, and I think it could be close to what we see for the Asian Cup next year. I think there are a couple of key players who we might see come back into the squad, but overall it's very strong and a good balance of experience and youth as well. So here's my starting lineup for the friendly against Mexico, and I've gone for a pretty full strength lineup based off the squad that we have here. So Matty Ryan in goals, of course. Ryan Strain, he recently picked up Player of the Month in the Scottish Premiership, which is a fantastic achievement for the right back. I expect him to start. Nathaniel Atkinson could easily slot in there as well. Soutard Rolls is certainly our best centre-back partnership. We'd love to see either Chikati or Burgess potentially come into the game, potentially in the second half as a substitute though, as his Beige picks himself at left back, of course. Fantastic to have Martin Boyle back in the squad after a long-term injury. I expect him to start on the right wing. He's made a good return in the Scottish Premiership for Hibernian. I think Aidan O'Neill has really locked down that defensive midfield role now for the Socceroos. Again, you've got the likes of Cam Devlin, Keanu Bacchus, even Denny Genre, who could slot into that role. So I think it's good that we have that competition for places. The players will be really trying to oppress in the Socceroos camp to hold down that starting position alongside Jackson Irvine, who you'd expect to be starting in that midfield area as well. And I think you have to be starting Riley McGree. He's looking really, really good at the moment for Middlesbrough in the English Championship. Again, Denny Genre in that position would be exciting to see, but I think you've got to go McGree. I think the expectation is that Matt Leckie will start this game on that left wing. Would love to see Sam Silvera get some minutes though. We know Sam Silvera can play on either wing. He did play both flanks for Central Coast Mariners in their championship winning season last year. He could be utilised as sort of a super sub off the bench. And you could really take your pick with the strikers. For me, I've gone for the more experienced Mitch Duke up top for this game. Nick D'Agostino, would love to see him off the bench as well. He's a striker that has a lot of potential, and there's been a bit of conversation recently over like which, who's going to be that young striker to sort of lead the national team in the years moving forward. So the likes of Mohamed Toure, Cassini, Yengi, these guys have been impressing recently as well. There's a couple options there. Nick D'Agostino could be one of those guys as well. So there's a look at my lineup for the Socceroos friendly against Mexico. Of course, the game kicking off midday Australian Eastern Standard Time this coming Sunday. Can't wait for it. Feel free to drop your lineups down in the comment section below. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name's Lockie. This is Coastal Football, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.